Getting to 10% body fat doesn't happen overnight, especially if you're natural. It takes consistent effort and patience. I'm going to give you my top 3 habits you can use to get to 10% body fat. Let's get right into it. Habit number 1 is progressive resistance training. I always see this overemphasis on cardio when someone's trying to lose fat. They'll do multiple height workouts, boot camps, anything to burn more calories because, well, the more you burn, the more you lose, right? Not exactly. The reality is, most of your fat loss will come from habit number 2, which we'll cover shortly. Progressive resistance training will help make sure you at least preserve muscle mass and, in some cases, build muscle. That means when you're losing weight, most of that weight will come from body fat and not muscle. The way you look is largely dictated by the amount of muscle you have. This gives you the shape, the posture, and just the look you're actually after. So I actually resistance trained 5 times a week, but for years upon years. And I've been 10% body fat before. I did 3 to 4 sessions a week of a well-structured resistance training program, and you yourself can build a lot of muscle with 3 to 4 well-structured progressive resistance training sessions a week. By progressive resistance training, what I mean is either adding weight or reps each week. Sure, it won't necessarily be as linear as that, but every 1 to 3 weeks, your weight is either increasing or you're adding more reps. You'll probably add more reps in a range than you'll add more weight. I did a video on this, which I've dropped below. It's on double progression, the progression scheme you should use. And I also did a video on reps and volume you need in order to maximize muscle growth. Habit number 2 is simplifying your calorie deficit. Indeed, tracking your calories is a reliable method and often leads to greater success. However, you are likely already aware of this. The key is to make your calorie deficit more manageable. What exactly do I mean by that? Understandably, consuming less food can be challenging. But this doesn't necessarily mean you have to eat less food. The focus is on consuming fewer calories. Your meals should be structured as follows: 25% protein, preferably a lean source. 25% carbohydrates, either starchy or fruit-based, and 40% vegetables, non-starchy and high in fiber to ensure satiety. The remaining 10% should be fats. You can opt for a lower carb version if preferred, but this is the recommended plate composition 3 to 4 times daily, with no snacks in between. This approach will keep you full, help you meet your protein goals, and maintain your energy levels. Aim for this structure 80 to 90% of the time. It doesn't have to be exact, but should be similar. For the remaining 10 to 20%, enjoy the foods you love: pizza, burgers, ice cream, but only 10 to 20% of the time. When tracking your calories, aim for a 20 to 25% deficit. This is significant but not overly restrictive. I've provided a calculator below for your convenience. I recommend using Legion's tool. It is comprehensive, user-friendly, and allows adjustments based on your exercise level. Habit number 3 is walking. Walking is a form of cardio. Walking is a very low-impact, low-intensity form of cardio. Whatever anyone says to you, it increases your heart rate, therefore it's a cardiovascular exercise. Walking has been a game-changer for me specifically, and many of my clients too. Walking will help you burn extra calories, reduce stress levels, increase productivity, increase energy levels, and help you sleep better at night. There are so many benefits to walking outside of just burning more calories. What I want you to do is aim for 8 to 12,000 steps per day. No, you don't have to jump straight up to 8 to 12,000. What I want you to do is gradually increase it. Figure out how many steps you're getting daily. Look at your phone, your watch, or whatever you have. Maybe you have a smartwatch or your phone. Your phone will be tracking something for sure. Then what I want you to do is establish that baseline and add 2,000 steps a day to that. When it feels comfortable, I suggest just in a week's time, add another 2,000 until you get up to 8,000. And if 8,000 is very doable and manageable, then what you can do is work your way up to 12,000. But remember, look at what is sustainable for you and your lifestyle. If you want more tips on how to get walking in, I've also dropped a video below, so you can watch that after. Now, a few bonus tips I recommend. Weighing yourself daily and getting a weekly average. This increases accountability and helps you stay on track as well. Aiming for 7 to 8 hours of sleep at night. This is going to improve recovery and reduce hunger levels. And also, this kind of goes without saying as well, planning ahead, like meal prep, like doing your food shopping, knowing what meals you're going to eat is going to be super helpful too. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up. Any questions at all? Comment below. Also, I suggest you consider subscribing. I'm trying to keep up a regular schedule now, posting once a week, maybe shorter videos sometimes, maybe longer when I've got more time. But anyway, have the best day ever and we'll talk soon.